The top-ranked Wisconsin women's hockey team heads east for the Icebreaker tournament this weekend in a Friday first-round matchup against Vermont in Albany, New York. Last weekend at LeBron Arena, the Badgers swept Minnesota-Duluth. In the opener on Saturday, a thrilling finish. Wisconsin down a goal. Caroline Harvey tied it with 20 seconds to play. Then Cassie Hall won it with 8 seconds to go. And then in the finale on Sunday, Ava McNaughton made 22 saves as the Badgers shut out the Bulldogs 4-0. So after the Icebreaker, the Badgers return home to take on Minnesota State and then the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Meanwhile, the Wisconsin men's hockey team played the U.S. Under-18 team on Thursday night and beat the Americans 6-0 as Quinn Finley and Bruno Ejon both scored 2 goals. Up next, a non-conference series against Minnesota State, the home opening series for the regular season. The Mavericks, a team Mike Hastings used to coach, as you very well know. I'm Brian Posick, and the head coach will join us next on the Badger Hockey Digest.
The Badger Hockey Digest, presented by UW Health.
Dear Friday, let's put good times in gear. We've got power tailgates to power game days and a trailer backup guide that's the champ of the ramp. Heck, we might even cancel Monday. Toyota trucks.
Right now, lease a new 2025 Tacoma SR5 for $289 a month or get 2.99% APR for 72 months on a tough new Tundra. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Have you heard people say women's sports are having a moment?
It's not a moment.
Moments are fleeting. They come and they go.
This isn't just a moment.
But success is nothing new at Wisconsin.
History in Wisconsin.
There's a history here.
Age championship.
So let's celebrate women's sports for what it really is.
It's not a moment.
It's not a moment.
It's a movement.
And you're invited to come along for the ride.
UW Health, proud title sponsor of Badger Women's Sports.
Well, Mike, the regular season resumes this weekend against Minnesota State. Last week, you play the U.S. Under-18 team on a Thursday night in an exhibition game. You win 6-0. Did you show some progress in that game against the American squad?
Yeah, I thought we did. I liked our start and our finish. In between that, I thought there was a little bit of a sandwich game where I thought they made a push, and we didn't go away. I also liked the idea that we saw we had some goaltending depth. I thought Pov played as well as he could, not giving one up, and was actually tested in the second period. And then we saw some young guys contribute. You know, I really like the direction that Bruno's going. We need him to continue to score goals. We also had some usual suspects with Quinn Finley getting a couple. Blake Montgomery showing himself. And then I thought really from top to bottom we did a really good job of closing out that game. So those are the things that I thought were positives coming out of the U.S. game. Yeah, Eli Pulver made 15 saves in that game against the United States. Mike mentioned Bruno Ejon. He scored twice. Montgomery lit the lamp. So did Vasily Zilanov. And, you know, during the Lindenwood series, we didn't see a lot of Zilanov or Montgomery or Ejon because there were so many penalties. But we saw against the U.S. what they bring to this club. Yeah, and if we're going to make a push early in this season, we're going to need it from everybody. And, you know, those three guys I thought really stepped up in that game. It's not that, and I think you made a great point, they didn't have a lot of opportunities because of the amount of special teams that were played in the Lindenwood series. And so hopefully we do a good job of staying out of the box. I think we're a much better team when we play 4 deep and we play 5-on-5 hockey. Yeah. You know, this will be a special weekend for many people involved with Wisconsin hockey and Minnesota State hockey. Mike used to coach, of course, at Minnesota State. Luke Strand is the head coach now. The Mavericks opened the season last weekend with a split at Omaha. The Badgers have 3 players who played college hockey at Mankato, including senior wingers Christian Fitzgerald and Simon Tassi. They followed Mike here a few years ago. Had a chance to talk to Christian recently about his time in Mankato, Minnesota. Well, Christian, you started at Minnesota State. Take us back and what lured you to Mankato, Minnesota to start your college career?
Yeah, I think a huge part of it was Coach Hastings and Nodder kind of bringing me in throughout the recruiting process, making me feel comfortable. obviously at that time it was a little different with all the recruiting. Everything was kind of done virtually. So the first time I stepped foot on campus there, it was like the first day of school. So kind of crazy how full circle now we're here and going to be playing Mankato this year. Should be fun.
Exactly. So you follow Mike Hastings and Todd Connaught here to Madison, and you'll get that opportunity to play Minnesota State. But what do you think is going through the minds of your head coach and your associate head coach and Todd Connaught going against a team that or a program they really helped build into a national power?
Yeah, I think it'll be exciting for them. I think obviously they have their fingerprints all over that program. I think it'll be special for them to come in here and hopefully show them a good weekend.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're going to miss the return trip to Mankato, right? Now, that place is a zoo. What's it like as a player playing in that rink at Minnesota State?
It's unbelievable. It's pretty much sold out every game you have there. It was a really special place for me to play my freshman year, and I loved every moment of it.
Yeah, but you're having a blast here right now.
Yeah, unbelievable here.
Yeah, you're on your senior campaign. What are you expecting from this club this season?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how fast it's all flown by. I'm looking forward to a big season for us. I want to be a team that we're going to be competing for a lot of championships and hopefully a national championship at the end of the year is obviously our end goal.
And there's been a bit of a change with you. You were playing center primarily the last couple of years. Now you're on the wall playing wing with Gavin Morrissey and Quinn Finley. How do you like that move?
It's good. I played wing pretty much my whole life. My freshman year at Mankato, I was winger as well. Switching to the right side now, which has been a little bit of an adjustment, but feel comfortable with it. Obviously, Gavin Finner make it kind of easy to switch to the wall. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to what we can do this year.
Yeah, Gavin was one of the top freshmen in the Big Ten, and Quinn Finley, one of only 5 returning 20-goal scorers in college hockey. What kind of numbers can those guys put up, and you three as a trio?
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll have to wait and see. I think Gav's probably one of the most cerebral players I've ever seen play. Extremely smart. He's always in the right spot. And then obviously Finner's offensive instincts and his skating kind of set him apart. So yeah, it should be a fun group to play with.
Well, have a great time. Good luck this season.
Thank you, Brian. Appreciate it.
That's Christian Fitzgerald. We'll be back in just a moment.
It's the simplest expression. The smallest thing that changes everything. A smile. So easy. A smile lights it up. Apologizes. And welcomes unconditionally. Because the shortest distance between two people is a smile.
Thank you.
Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
Clear your path to a great career today. Climb to reach your career potential with no loans and no debt, so you can earn while you learn. A Wisconsin Operating Engineer's Apprenticeship is your opportunity to work outdoors and get heavy equipment experience. Partner with your employer for serious pay, great health and pension benefits. Acquire real-world experience while building Wisconsin together. To start your career journey, visit join139.com today.
Now, Christian's off to a good start. He had 4 goals against Lindenwood. You team him with Gavin Morrissey and Quinn Finley. That could be a dynamic line in college hockey this season.
Yeah, when those three are on, they're a handful to play against. They like to possess the puck. I think you've got a good makeup there. Great to see Christian get off to the start that he has, because we've made a position change for him. We've gone to the wing, and you've got a couple of finishers on the outside with Morrissey in the middle, and he's a little bit more of a distributor. So when they're on their game, there's something to deal with.
Yeah, Christian scored 16 goals as a freshman playing wing at Minnesota State. And let's stop beating around the bush. You're taking on the Mavericks. I know that Mankato will always have a soft spot in your heart, but this is about getting better and playing a really good team in non-conference competition, which is important come to the end of the year.
It is. We're still building our book of business, and there'll be a time and a place to get historical about the career, but now is really not that. It's an opportunity for us to get better. They're going to come in here with a chip on their shoulder, just based upon they went into UNO and ended up with a split, but winning on a Saturday gives you some momentum going into the next series. So they've got some momentum, and we're going to have to defend our home ice. If we want to be there at the end of the day, what we do non-conference is incredibly important, and we've got off to a good start with Lindenwood, but we're going to have to earn it this weekend against MSU.
All right, have fun. Good luck.
Thanks.
Sure, that's head coach Mike Hastings. Wisconsin and Minnesota State face off Thursday and Friday night at 7 o'clock. Both games on the radio, the Badger Sports Network, the Varsity Network app, also streamed on Big Ten Plus. Our thanks to Jay Williams and Stephanie Olson. I'm Brian Posick, and thank you for watching the Badger Hockey Digest.
This has been a presentation from Learfield,